All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us His truth, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. So we all are aware of the judgment that happened in Texas here recently, via the tornadoes and such, and how it knocked out a lot of power for those residents, man. And it reminded me of the snowstorm that had hit Texas. It was a terrible snowstorm. I think it was around 2021. And I remember looking at all the videos of the people who live in Texas, man, and it was an absolute mess. People, houses were destroyed. People were, dying, all type of stuff. And then you had, this what happened recently with the tornadoes and the power outages, man. Hey, it's all in relation to the coming judgment of Yahweh Shem Shai. We're trying to teach our people to repent, be humble, because sudden destruction will strike you wicked Israelites, man. All right, and the Lord is not going to be with you, and it's all fun and games, and you can boast in whatever type of strength you have, until the Lord tears you down, man. All right, that's why it's important to maintain the fear of Yahweh Bahashem Shai, because at any given time the Lord can bring judgment upon you, man. So I got these. I went to TikTok and I found some of those videos from 2021. I'm gonna play a couple of them and then we'll get some precepts, man.
So we live in Texas, and we have been in this freezing snowstorm situation. Came home and our pipes have burst. It's about 26 degrees outside, though it's been in the single digits. And my power's been out since Monday. So we just came home and discovered this fun. So hope everyone else is staying warm and dry, but it looks like we will not be staying at home for quite some time. And that is not a real squirrel. It's a stuffed animal.
Now this, the reason why, it was the first video I saw, but first and foremost, this doesn't look like a piece of crap house. I guarantee you it's at least 300,000, at least. All right. This is a beautiful home, man. Hey, this type of home, other than like mansions, mega mansion, this is the type of home most so-called Americans desire. I know I would love to live in a place like that. Beautiful, clean, white, spacious, updated, modern, all that. It's a beautiful home, man. But as you can see, man, that snowstorm came and it did a lot of damage, man. People were dying in their cars, but the pipes was frozen and once it thawed out, them pipes burst and all type of stuff, man. So people came back and found their homes, flooded, some more than others. Some, people had their houses completely destroyed. But what I have to say about that here in Proverbs 11 and was Proverbs 11 and verse 28, and it reads, "He that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch," man. So you got all these people who are well off financially for the most part, and that's likened unto a rich man, or trusting in your riches, or trusting in your money or your substance, man. Okay. But the righteous are going to trust in Yahweh Shema Shai no matter what. And that's why we are to always give praise to the Lord no matter what we have or don't have. We be thankful, we be content. All right. But we're not here. What is it? The love of money is the root of all evil. And man, of course, it'll have you doing all type of crazy stuff, prostituting, stealing, to chase that money for the love of money, all that New Jack City type shit. But also the love of money just can have, and if you have acquired a certain amount of money, it'll have you prideful and puffed up, not fearing the Lord, trusting in your substance that money can provide. You see what I'm saying? And again, that was a beautiful home, but hey, what could she do? People, some unlearned individuals would blame that on quote unquote Mother Nature. Come on, man. We know better than that. We know this is the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And if you serve the Lord, man, there's no telling, there's no limit to that protection, bro. The Lord And he showed us that from ancient Egypt, what was going on. If you know, you know. But I mean, these storms and things can come, judgment can come, and the Lord could protect your home. Maybe, you know, if you are the Lord and you've been serving the Lord, maybe you came back and your house was just fine. It didn't get the pipes didn't burst, man. But for these wicked Israelites first and foremost, as well as, you know, the rest of these heathen nations, man, a judgment is coming to them too, man. All right. So you just gotta, you know, watch for these things, man, and continue in the fear of Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai. Again, that's a beautiful house, man. She got her
Looks like
family up in there.
And
But you know, let me see. I got another
discovered.
one. This one right here.
Yo, look at my daughter's fish tank.
Bro, the fish tank froze. You know how cold it have to be for your fish tank to freeze inside your home? I could see if that fish tank was outside, mind you. This is inside of their dwelling place, man. That's how cold it is. That's the judgment, man. All right, so when the Lord got your number, who can deliver you out of the Lord's hand, man? Nobody. All right, and this is what we're trying to teach our people, man. The damn fish tank is frozen during that Texas storm, man.
Yeah, that fish is dead. Yo, look at my daughter's fish tank. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that fish is dead.
That is crazy, man. I don't even remember seeing that. Let me go to First Timothy again, just to back up the precept that I just made concerning don't trust in your riches. And I ain't saying old girl with that fish tank is rich, or old girl in that first video is rich, but it's the spirit behind, you know, trusting in money. All right, and not Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai. This is First Timothy 6 and verse 17. And it reads, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded. And come on, man, let's talk about the Hebrew Israelites. They get a little bit of money, however they acquire it, okay? They become very puffed up. You know why? Now, we understand Jake ain't never had shit, all right? The Hebrew Israelites, you know, and per our captivity, you know, we ain't never had nothing. So, of course, especially when you're young and you get a lot of money, of course, you're not going to know how to act. But it doesn't change the fact that we're not supposed to be high-minded. You know, they get that money, and then first thing they do, especially the music artists, they start to boast in it, and then they start to belittle everyone who doesn't have as much money as them. You see, they become very high-minded. Nor trust in uncertain riches, man. All these riches are uncertain, man. All right, because it can be taken from you in a blink of an eye, however the Lord see fit. All right, we talk about the coming possible cyber attacks where they'll just take all of people money out all of the bank accounts. You see it be happening on a small scale. People have woken up and found their bank accounts drained, whether it's from the government, all right, whether it was from what they call that, identity theft. You know, that's a big thing, man. I'm sure brothers have possibly fell victim to that. I have, you know. I don't know, you know, these charges be popping up on your bank statements and shit. You don't know where it come from. All right. Nor trust in uncertain riches. Those are uncertain riches, man. But in the living power, Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy, man. Both things that pertain to this world and in the heavens, man. If we trust in the living power, Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai, not the riches. The love of money is the root of all evil, and being prideful is an evil act, and the Lord, you know, hates that. All right, a proud look, the Lord said, you know, he hates that, a proud look, and our people are proud, and the people, the majority of them on the earth are very proud because of those riches. Again, you don't have to be rich. You just, you know, long as you're, I mean, it's Israelites, man, out on the streets that are puffed up, that'll look at you crazy and look at you like you beneath them, some of them. All right. And this is what I'm talking about. How much more people that have a house, that have cars, multiple cars, you understand me? You know, money coming in their bank account every 2 weeks, man. Man, these Israelites are puffed up and they're trusting in their riches, not in Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai. And guess what, man? Here pretty soon, the Lord is gonna pull the plug, and in order for you to get that substance back, and you're gonna have to bow down, my guy. and take that MOTB, that mark of the beast. And without it, you're not going to be able to buy anything or sell anything unless you have that mark of the beast. And this is what we've been preparing for through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai, man. Don't be high-minded. And that goes for us too, because we shall receive evil from Yahweh Shema Shai, no doubt, but don't think that we won't receive good. All right, we move into fear because the Lord is quickly to bring judgment and chastisement upon his children. But I don't think that the Lord won't bless you. And just in case, man, you may get a great financial blessing. All right, if you get a great financial blessing, you got to remember where you come from and remember where it comes from, and remember not to be high-minded. Remember to be charitable. All right, to pay your tithes and help out the brothers doing the work. If you get a great financial blessing like that, and not to be puffed up and proud, man. Matter of fact, when we get blessed and the more man receiveth, we are to be more humble, more meek. All right, so that the Lord won't find us guilty of pride, being puffed up. All right, because that's what happens, especially with the Israelites. They get that money and they quickly will forget about the Lord. They'll front. They'll front like they some holy rollers, all right, like they some God-fearing people, but they're not. They trust in their riches, man. And it's a whole bunch of scamming stuff going on, especially with our women in these positions of power they have, whether it's in the so-called church, and they hold a certain level of power in the so-called church, or in the government sector of things, man. It's being revealed through the spirit and power Yahweh Shema Shai that our women ain't nothing but a bunch of manipulators and scammers, man. All that's coming out. But let's go back to this TikTok stuff. Got one more I wanted you to see. Here we go. Check this chick out. All right.
Texans can't handle the snow. Texans can't handle the snow. 2 inches of snow, they're freaking out.
So again, man, this biatch, you know what I mean? This is the type of individual definitely gonna get tossed up, during Jacob's trouble, man. She's referring to this snowstorm that happened in Texas. Again, people lost their lives out there, lost their homes. It wasn't a joke, and she is mocking their judgment. All right, so when judgment come upon her, make no mistake about it, the Lord is going to mock when her calamity comes, because that don't make no damn sense, especially if you're not coming in a righteous spirit with the understanding of judgment, and you're just out here just on some clown shit, making fun of people for being judged, man. It ain't.
In 1995, Chicago had a heat wave. Triple digits. Over 700 people died. That's sad as hell. It's because they weren't prepared. Because of course they weren't prepared, because they never, ever, ever have that kind of weather. Do you know what happens when we hit the triple digits in Texas? We call it July. We call it August. We call it September. We don't call it a heat wave.
All right, check it out, man. I guess she live in Texas, all right, but what the hell are you supposed to do? All right, or what can you do? Again, when the Lord has called your number for judgment, she talking all this cash and money as if, she can always be prepared. But look what the Lord did, man. What if the Lord, attacks the power grid and it's in motherfucking triple digits and you don't have no AC? Because that's exactly what was happening during this recent storm that hit Texas. And she probably was caught up in that, and her power probably went out, and she probably had to make some moves and some adjustments. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. The type of pride that's and I'm finna bring out these precepts that's oozing off of this chick right here, man. I can't believe the spirit that she's coming in, but that's Esau Edom at his best or worst, however you look at it, man, because he's great at being puffed up in pride, man. Very naive Esau Edom is, and very naive is the people that follow him. And guess what? 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they be in the same puffed up ass naive spirit, man. And when judgment happen, that's when they want to cry out. That's when they want to pray, have a prayer circle and all that, and call upon the God of the Bible. Then when that judgment hit and them uncertain riches have failed them, man. All right, let me play it one more time.
Texans can't handle the snow. 2 inches of snow, they're freaking out. In 1995, Chicago had a heat wave. Triple digits. Over 700 people died. That's sad as hell. It's because they weren't prepared. Because of course they weren't prepared, because they never, ever, ever have that kind of weather. Do you know what happens when we hit the triple digits?
Let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah 29 and verse 6. All right. In relation to what we're saying, man, for anybody that want to claim Mother Nature, thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah of hosts, with thunder and with earthquake and great noise and storm and tempest. And that word tempest goes into violent wind, like into a hurricane, man, tornado, and the flame of the devouring fire. And the reason why I brought that out is to remind you people who brings this judgment. It ain't Mother Nature, and whether the Lord puts the spirit upon man to manipulate the weather, quote unquote, it is of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai that does that, man. So this snowstorm that I was going into, in the recent storm, the tornadoes, the tempest that happened in Texas that caused, I think it was over 500,000, something like that. It was a crazy, insane number of people who had lost power, man. And when that power go out, bro, I mean, the first issue is that food that's in that refrigerator, man. It be the first to go, and then it be all type of other issues, plumbing, all right, flushing the toilet, all type of issues start to happen, and for your families that are just obsessed with entertainment, amen, shit, they can't charge their phone, they can't charge their devices, so the kids will start to get a little antsy, all right, and the women gonna get a little antsy because they can't get on social media and be vain all day, so they're gonna start to get attitudes. And again, the food is an issue, so they don't have their readily available food, man, and they're gonna get a little hungry, and they're gonna get a little angry and get a little antsy, and then it's just gonna be problem after problem after problem. And this happens very, very quick, man. Again, the food is the first to go that's in that refrigerator, and then the freezer food will go, then you got to throw that shit away, all right. And then it just be more problems after more problems after more problems, man. Shit, you got a fish tank, all that air filter and stuff. Hey, that goes out the window. Your fish is probably finna die if the power go out, man. You see what I'm saying? I just wanted to bring that out to remind you, man. Hey, it is Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai that brings these storms, right? But in relation to old girl with her puffed up ass and her mocking ass in Proverbs, that don't make no sense, man. Proverbs 16 and verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Definition of haughty: blatantly and disdainfully proud. And that's how old girl was on that video, just blatantly to myself. All right, come on, man, grow up. This is a serious thing, and that comes from lack of knowledge and lack of fear of our power, Yahweh Shem Shah, for her to do that, because we understand judgment could knock at our door in any type of way. All right, at the blink of an eye. She don't understand that. Why? Because she is prideful and she trusts in her riches. I'm sure she's saying that shit because she was doing it in the comfort of her own home, sound and safe and sound. Got her internet, her Wi-Fi, got her little device, talking her cash money, man. All right, having showing an attitude of superiority, all right, and a contempt for people or things perceived to be inferior. So the fact that she wasn't, caught up in that storm, it made her feel like she was above these people that was in that storm. Make her feel like those people were inferior to her, like they need to shut up and suck it up and drive on type of shit. Well, you just wait, man, to this time like the earth has never seen before resonate in your family, in your family household, man. All right, and the Lord brings that storm and tempest and chaos, all right, and it hits your place. I want you to keep that same energy, Eve. Keep that same energy when it happens to you, and the Lord gonna mock, all right. We're gonna say that same shit to you when we see you out here looking all crazy, and then going to take that mark of the beast, man. She's gonna take it. I mean, she's gonna take it. Pride. Let me see. We got a couple more precepts and they'll be straight to the point. Let's go to First Thessalonians. All right. Again, to back up that point about that pride going before destruction, man, and not to be prideful and puffed up. All right. This is First Thessalonians chapter 5, and we'll start at verse 2. For yourselves know, yeah, the Lord's remnant, all right, of the Hebrew Israelites. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them. And guess what? If you're not coming in the fear of Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai, this is a daily thing that people are saying peace and safety. You know what I mean? This is a daily thing, man. This is definitely in relation to this great tribulation, man, and those missiles, the world war. But I'm telling you, man, this is a daily thing to the people who are puffed up, prideful, and don't fear the Lord. See, we come with a certain fear of the Lord every day. First thing we do through the Spirit is thank the Lord, the true power, Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, for waking us up and giving us another day to fight and having that fear towards the Lord. So we're doing things to make our calling and election sure, man. Everyone else, they're just waking up. You know, they may try to acknowledge an idol. Okay, you see what I'm saying? And most of them don't acknowledge no higher power. All right. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon her. Old girl feel like, she's in peace and safety time. It's all good because that judgment didn't fall under her roof. But I say to you again, man, when she say peace and safety, then sudden destruction is gonna come upon her. All right, it's gonna come upon you, wicked Israelites, man, that think it's all good, that want a girls trip, every damn summer, that don't want to serve the Lord, come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Y'all are all in that spirit of saying peace and safety. It's all good. We don't need the Lord. We don't need to fear him like the 1/3. We don't need to fear and do all that prophesying, going out on the highways and byways, all that praying and fasting, starving yourself like the Lord's remnant. We good over here. Why do we need to pray and fast? Why do we need to prophesy and call upon the Lord? Why do we need to stop eating these abominable things? We're prospering. It's all good. These abominable things that y'all talking about, all right, it's delicious. All right. I ain't got sick yet. I don't know what y'all talking about. This is delicious. This pork is delicious. All right, and that's how they do, man. Again, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child. And here's the great point of it. And they shall not escape. And they shall not escape. I'll say it again. And they shall not escape. That's the point. The Lord got them in a trick bag, and then sudden destruction is going to come, and they're not going to be able to escape no matter what. Whether you're a Hebrew Israelite, whether you're a heathen, or whether you are the nation of the wicked, you're not going to be able to escape judgment when it comes because of your lack of fear. It don't make no damn sense for that type of spirit to be on that woman like that. But we know how the woman get down, period. And we get on our women a lot, as we should. But don't think for a second, especially here in Babylon the Great, that the majority of these women are just as wicked and just as puffed up and prideful as our women are. All right, especially the Edomite woman. And for face value, that look like a Edomite woman with her prideful ass, man. Trusting in, uh them riches, man. Trusting in her job, her career. If she got a husband, his funds, man, his career, his job. All right. But sudden destruction come, man. And it ain't gonna be no joke, and they not gonna be able to escape the judgment of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. So with that being said, let's go to Luke concerning us, right? Luke 21 and verse 36. Watch ye therefore. That's an action word. We gotta be watching for these things, man. Watching for prophecy first and foremost, man. Watching how the Lord, brings certain judgment, and watching how the people are responding and seeing, okay, we know more than likely these people wasn't, serving Yahweh Shema Shai, coming in the spirit of the Lord, and watch the judgment that happens. And pray always. So we're watching these things, and as we're watching, gathering that information, receiving it, all right, we ought to be praying praying for what? That ye may be accounted worthy to escape. All right, worthy to escape, worthy to escape all these things. All right, the storms, the chaos. The Lord say, people are gonna take up swords in their hands. There shall be invading one another. You're not gonna be able just to go from city to city. All right, earthquakes in diverse places. All these things are gonna happen, at the same time, man, during Jacob's trouble. We're just seeing the beginning phases of this, okay? But we're in Jacob's trouble, all these things are gonna constantly happen. All right, to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. Well, remember what we just read, and of First Thessalonians concerning those people not being able to escape. Well, here the Lord is telling us to watch and pray that we are worthy to escape. So, Lord willing, we do what we're supposed to do and we'll be able to escape, these judgments. Hey, make no mistake about it. Watch your brothers. Okay, watch the men of Yahweh Shem Shah, starting with, the men of Great Millstone and the men that follow their doctrine that the Lord gave to them when these storms come, because you do know brothers live in these places. Every time I've seen these, from the storm that happened in Texas to the recent one, I watch for the brothers and I see if they okay. Guess what? 9 times out of 10, them brothers be dropping epistles together, or if they be by themselves, they be dropping, epistles. First and foremost, it shows me that they're okay, they're alive and doing well, and still doing the work of Yahweh Shem Shah. Do you see? You watch and you see how the Lord is protecting the Akim. All right, War Akwath. That's a beautiful thing, man, because brothers live, in these places, man. It could be that type of judgment that the Lord brought via the storms and tempests, or it could be like what be happening in a lot of places that we live at with the violence, man. And how, I've said, time and time again, I live in an environment amongst Jacob with his wicked ass, where it's a lot of gunplay going on, man. Bullets flying everywhere and bodies dropping, few houses down where I lay my head to rest. You understand me? And the Lord saw fit, to bring judgment very, very near unto me. But hey, it didn't. A lot of times I didn't even hear the gunshot, man. I heard it on the news, and come to find out it's 2-3 houses down. Somebody then got laid to rest. All right, teenager drive by, sliding, what they call it, all type of crazy stuff, man. Right around me, danger close, danger close. Lord be bringing judgment, very now. But guess what? If we're watching and we're praying, that we be accounted worthy to escape these things, man, the Lord, He's gonna do it, man. If we're doing what we supposed to do through the Spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So we just got to remember that and keep on trucking, because for the most part, I believe through the Spirit we're doing a good job. We can't be perfect, and there's always, make no mistake about it, we can always do more, and we can always, sin less, all right, and offend less. But for the most part, through the Spirit, which is the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, for that remnant, that hopeful elect, to come out of this wicked behavior and this wicked thought process, which is the flesh, which is Babylon the Great. Lord willing, we be those men and women predestined to do so, and the Lord will provide a way for us to escape these things, man. Hell, you might be on there's no limit to how the Lord can spare a brother or sister from judgment, man, while He's bringing it to your next door neighbor, you see. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And until next time, Shalom.